Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule channel. And yes, we finished our Rock and Roll on Wheels group build, hosted by this cool dude over here, my buddy Dave Woods at Woody Scale Model Garage. And I want to thank Dave for hosting this. I had a blast this year. I had a blast doing it last year. And I will definitely do it next year. We'll just find another song with a car mentioned in it. That's all. And the one song that I selected was Hot Rod Lincoln. Yeah, driving and drinking if you don't stop driving that Hot Rod Lincoln. Yeah, last year I think I did the Beach Boys song, Fun, Fun, Fun Till Your Daddy Takes Your T-Bird Away. You know the song. So anyway, this song was produced by Charlie Ryan in 1955, and then Commander Cody and his Lost Planet, they picked it up in 72. So anyway, without any further ado, let's slide this thing over here. And this is what we came up with, and it stopped. Why did it stop? Let me try this again, guys. What the hell's going on here? Hold on one second. We have technical difficulties. What the heck happened over here? Let's try this again. There we go. Man, I'm telling you. Let's see if we could slow it down. There we go. Slow down. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. So here we go. You know, I had this this glue bomb in my stash for a while, and I'm saying, you know what, this would be a great candidate for this group build, you know. I was going to do something with this anyway, and I figured, hey, Hot Rod Lincoln, baby. So that's the direction we went with this. And yeah, we had to do some body work on it, and this was a screw bottom. So yeah, could this be issued maybe in the early 60s? I don't know. There was some custom pieces on it, but all the chrome that you see on this model here, I had to remove, strip it, and re-chrome it with the this stuff over here, guys, Fusion Firm. And this stuff works awesome. You know, you get one bottle of the chrome and you get one bottle of the clear lacquer. And I suggest, if you guys are going to be handling that part, you know, that you just chromed, I would suggest using the lacquer over it, because otherwise you're going to put fingerprints in it. They say you got to wait 72 hours. But she came out pretty good there as far as that's concerned. And the wheel and tire package over here. Let me get my pointer. You see these big meats we put on here, they fit right in there, and luckily I didn't have to do any you know, major modifications. That came off the Chrysler, what is that, concept car, the Atlantis? Yeah, the concept car. I got a couple of those kits. And the first one that I did build, I didn't use the tires, so I had these laying around. I said, let me size these up, and they work out perfect, man. Big meats, big chrome caps on there. I think it looks pretty friggin' cool on there. And what else did we do to this thing? Oh yeah, we used the original engine, but we changed the manifold, and we put a high-rise manifold, because, you know, what would a Hot Rod Lincoln be without something sticking out of the hood, right? So yeah, let me stop this over here. We'll get a, let's see, come on, is this going to stop? There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, we found that bug catcher in our parts box. That was actually 3D printed, that guy over there. And I didn't glue it in because these carbs are really cool. So get to look at those nice carbs, very nicely detailed in there. And should we pop the hood? Yeah, let's pop the hood on this thing. There we go. I didn't hinge it, guys, sorry. And we put some felt on the inside too. So we got some felt on the inside of that hood to match the interior. And we wired it up. I put some spark plug wires in there. Pretty good. That's about it there. And just kept it, you know, nice and clean, you know. But, yeah, like I said, that's the original engine that came with the kit. And we added the high-rise dual intake there. And that worked out pretty good. Luckily, I found that in my parts box. And let's see, the interior. Somebody was asking me, a couple of guys asked me, where do I get that felt from? So hold on, guys, let's go over to the computer. Right over here, guys, you get it on Amazon. Sorry about the glare, guys. Right over there, self-adhesive, flocking, interior, liner sheet, flocking sewing machine, multicolor. Yeah, the one that I got is multicolored. You get all these colors in here, and you get big sheets. I mean, you know, this will last you a long time. And yeah, 14 bucks on Amazon, all right? So yeah, I use that once in a while. You can use it for seats, headliners, anything you want, you know. It has a lot of versatility, you know. And the interior color, I just came up with that concoction. I had some of that laying around. I figured, you know, it'd be a nice contrast, you know, to the that paint over there. And that paint is actually this stuff over here. Liquitex iridescent graphite. So that's what we used over there. And we gave it 2 coats of clear. And this is my go-to, and I'm sticking with it. I'm not switching. I'm not experimenting with other clears. This works the first time, every time. The X22 Tamiya clear. And I always had the Mr. Leveling Thinner 400. And I usually go 2/3 22, X22, and then 1/3 of this. But I think next time I mix it up, I'm going to do probably like 80-20 mix, because you got to remember, guys, the more thinner you add to your clears, the less shinier it's going to be. But it still came out good, though. I mean, you know, I had a little hiccup over there on the trunk. I don't know if you're going to see that. It's reflecting light pretty good, but I got some junk in there. So after I gave it the first coat, I let it dry. I let it sit for about 2 or 3 days. Then I wet sanded it. You know, it's got a nice reflection, but I still got those little dimples in here. I try to wet sand it out with 2000 grit, but you know, hey, it is what it is. It's a shelf model, so it's nice. And we accented some of the chrome bits on the interior there. Dash, I showed you in my last video how I did the dash over there. That came out really nice. And those are all the original pieces: the steering wheel, the shifter, everything that I could use. Now the mirrors, I found those in my parts box, so we threw those on there. They worked out really well. And here's a shot of the rear end over there. Like I said, all these chrome pieces were stripped and re-chromed. And let's see, did we do anything other? Not much. Let's tip it over. And I don't want to mess up those mirrors. And yeah, I just highlighted the exhaust system. And you see those tires from that Chrysler concept car worked out just right, man. They look really cool sitting up there. And the windshield, like I said, I think in my first video, I had to cut it down because it was just filled with glue spots. It was a wreck, so we just made it into a little windscreen there. You know, gave it that nice little touch over there, right? And here's the bug catcher over here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Focus. There we go. I painted the air cleaners in there. So let you put you back in this holder over here, guys. Hold on. We'll put this thing back over here, the hood. We'll put our bug catcher back over here. All right, just like that. And well, let's straighten it out. We can't have a crooked bug catcher. There we go. Hot Rod Lincoln. And again, I want to thank my buddy over there, Dave Woods, for hosting this. Great idea, man. I always have a blast doing this. All right, guys and gals, I think that's about it. And remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.